like to discuss with you all, and let's see if we can improve and learn together, because learning is a continuous process, is as professors, all of you know that. So let's see how we can contribute to each of our learnings. So, and Hindustan University is something that I have visited. I have come to some departments earlier, and we can talk about that later. Yes. And MS, am I audible?
Yes, professors, could you please confirm
Yes,
that?
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So like Professor Chandrasekhar already requested, and many of you have your videos on. Those of you who haven't yet, kindly turn them on. It's good to participate and interact. Yes, and I'd also like you all to use the chat box. Can we use the chat box, Dr.
Some of them can. Some of them can, depending on the Microsoft account. Some of them can. I think enough sufficient proportion of our audience can chat actually. So
okay, because it's good to get a feedback. That's the reason, nothing else. Okay, so great. So let's get started. So I know he has spoken a lot about Professor Swaminathan and Sir C. Raman, Norman Borlaug. I have had the pleasure of working in a very beautiful organization with Professor, being inspired, learned plenty from him, and yes, and that's what I carry through. And I think people who inspire you, you like to, be as close or as similar to them in your work. And I hope I can learn a lot more from him. It's always been learning for me with interactions with Professor. And this Touch and Smell Garden has been his idea, because blind children don't have the avenue to appreciate plants. So this was just a small little prototype that we developed. Okay, so with this, let's get started with today's session. So I'm here to just share and explore on how we can enhance and excel in our skills. We all want to do that, right? We all are here because in our career we would like enhancement. We would like to be better than what we are currently. We're all doing great, but there's always something that we aspire to do, right? So let's see how we can work on those and how we can hone those skills. So before we begin, let's just understand from you all, what is it that, if I were to ask you, what is it that you want in your life? What would you put down? What would you say? You can use a chat, or if you can unmute and speak, maybe a few of you.
Happiness.
Okay, happiness. Absolutely. Yes. What else?
Satisfaction.
Satisfaction, personal satisfaction, professional satisfaction. Yes. What else?
inner peace, ma'am.
Physical comfort.
Physical comfort. Absolutely. Absolutely. We would need, yes,
Health.
comfort.
Health.
Absolutely. Health. Very important. Yes. What else?
Inner peace, ma'am.
Inner peace. Okay.
Calm environment.
Calm environment. Yes.
Wealth.
Well, absolutely. Travel. Somebody said travel. Yes, I know. In this COVID times, we appreciate travel more than ever. Yes, travel. Yes. What else? What is it that we would like to gain, or what is it that we would want in our life? Anything else that you all have missed out?
Money.
Money, absolutely. We all need money, absolutely. So there is somebody shared wealth, somebody said comfort. So I guess in that category, money will automatically come in. Anything else?
Peace.
Sorry?
Peace.
Peace, yes. So I'll tell you what has been covered so far. People have said peace, happiness, comfort. So that includes money, wealth. travel, somebody said, and inner calm environment and outer
Health.
calm environment. Health, yes. Anything else?
Good children.
Children, yes. Family, good children, yes. Anything else? Are we done?
Good society.
What society?
Good society.
Good society, yes, absolutely. Our environment, so much is on our environment today. In COVID times, we know how collectively we need to work on this and take collective responsibilities. Yes, we need a good society. Anything
Harmony in
else?
family. Harmony in family.
Harmony in our family, in our profession, our colleagues, absolutely.
Short-term goals.
Short-term goals, long-term goals, yes, planning, career management, absolutely. Great. So if I were to put it down as two things which will capture all of this, is say health, and the other is happiness. Can I say health, happiness? Is that where everything is actually coming down to?
Yes, madam.
Yeah. So let's
Yes.
then understand what is health and how we can understand and improve our health. So health, very often we only look at it as a physical disease-free body. When our reports, blood work and all the scans come out and the report says everything is normal and in reference range, we say we are healthy. But is that right? Very often we don't feel good, we are not well, or somebody in our family, extended family, they complain of some discomfort, they do tests, they do everything, and it's all normal. But they still don't feel good, they don't feel healthy. Does this happen? Have you all heard of such cases? So what is health
Yes,
then?
yes, ma'am.
So it is not just having this disease-free body. So what is health? And actually that's very interesting, and this was something that I was fascinated by. Our founder, Shishi Ravi Shankar, he says health is actually being in harmony across 7 levels, because we live in 7 levels. So the first level is this body. Second is our breath. Okay, so our breath needs to be steady and fine, quiver-free breath. That is a sign of health. Third is our mind. Our mind very often is swinging from past to future, right? Right now in the session, while we are here, you're still wondering how your assessment may go, or you may be wondering about how your presentation went yesterday, and if you could have said something more, or if you could have added or asked that question. Yes, mind is going here to the past, to the future, an email that has to go out and you're already delayed. Yes, so many tasks that we have done and not done, constantly playing. So where is our mind? Past or to the future? And when it is in the past, what are our emotions? It's anger, guilt, regret. Typically these emotions, right? So when you are thinking of future, what are the emotions? There is uncertainty, there is fear, anxiety. Today, a lot of people are complaining of anxiety because a lot of people are thinking about future. What will happen after COVID? How will, grants be? How will research be? For you all, that is probably prime on time, right? How will things be? Uncertainty. So what is happening when your mind is tossing between future and to the past? You're subjecting your body through these emotions of fear, regret, guilt, uncertainty. So these emotions release chemicals in the bloodstream, and after a while this is what manifests as ill health. Are you getting it? So this mind needs to be stress-free. And where should the mind be? Right here in the present. We all know about it. There are books written that be in the present, but how? How to be in the present? Nobody shares that bit, isn't it? And also life is in the present. Life is not in the past. Life is not in the future. Life is what you do now, right now. Right? So it's very important to have this mind that needs to be stress-free. Fourth is our intellect. We live in this, we all have this faculty, and it's very important. Intellect allows us to have our preferences, judgments, discretion. You say, I like this, I don't like this, this is good, bad, right? We all need to use our intellect. But very often, sometimes our intellect gets clouded by all the biases and judgments, and therefore we are not able to perform to our best. And when we don't do that, there is regret, there is anger, guilt, all that. Are you getting this? Are you able to resonate here? Our intellect needs to be free from inhibitions and biases. And the fifth layer is our memory. We all need memory. We all have it. Memory is very important function. But what happens sometimes? Memory gets stuck in something, some very unpleasant situation, and it keeps playing over and over again. So we get obsessed over some event or something that has happened. We are not able to move on. Our memory tends to get stuck in some place and we get obsessed over it. Say, let's take Shalini here. So Shalini is, I give her compliments. I give her 10 compliments. I say, you're so quick on the take. You're so really sharp, because she displayed all that right now. She was so quick, sharp, and immediately seeing how to get a solution going. So she's so good. I give her these compliments. I say, I like the color of the dress you're wearing and it suits you very well. And I give her 10 compliments. And then I say, but. So where is her mind? Where is her memory stuck now? I give her 10 compliments. I say, you're this, you're that, and everything. In a second, when I say but, all the 10 compliments are forgotten, and the mind and the memory is now waiting for what is coming. But means some negativity is happening, something is coming which is not nice. So you're stuck there. This is typically where our memory gives us issues, right? We need memory, but then when it's stuck on some negativity, you're unable to get out of that. Okay, so that's the fifth level. Sixth is the ego. Ego is, very often we only consider ego to be a superiority thing of I'm right, I'm good, I'm great, I'm intelligent, all that. But ego is anytime and every time you are having a separateness from everybody around you. That is having a wall around you. So you feel separate from the others around you. So many times we think we are better than the rest around, or we feel we are inferior to the people around us. So both these prevent us from being natural and communicating. See, it's so important to communicate, right? Today, in today's world, communication is very critical in every field. We need to communicate our thoughts and ideas, and we need to be very good at it in expression. If we get inhibited, if we feel separate, if we feel unnatural, or if you are in an interview, an appraisal, like you all have an assessment, you are really good at it, but you're not able to talk. Do you see that, that also prevents you from achieving a lot in life? Yeah. So ego is that belongingness to everybody around you, irrespective of their backgrounds, their intellectual capabilities. Feeling that sense of belongingness is very important in working as a team, very important working in, as a, together in a collaborative way, because today, not only within our team, in our institutions, we need to collaborate with institutions across. Most of our projects are inter-institutional and multi-department, isn't it? So collaboration is very important. Feeling that sense of belongingness with not just you and that immediate circle of family and colleagues, but everybody, that expandedness. When you have that, you will be more and more natural. See, for example, right now, I don't know any of you, but to be natural and communicate with you all is very important, isn't it? If I feel a little strange and I feel, oh, I know you people are more intelligent, and then if I say, oh, then what if I make a mistake? What if I goof up? Then I'll not be able to communicate what I'm good at. Are you getting this? So that ego is that which has that expandedness, feeling the connection with everybody around you. So you're very natural. So you need to be in harmony across all these 7 levels. It's really, gave me a fresh new insight. So just not the disease-free body, a quiver-free breath, a mind that is stress-free, not in the past and future. The 4th was the intellect. Intellect without biases and inhibition. A memory that is not stuck in something, so there's no obsession. So it's an obsession-free memory. 6th is that expanded ego. And the 7th is our self, the innermost, which is nothing but, we are one with everybody. We're all part of this one big universe, right? Feel that. So unless we are in harmony across these 7 levels, only then we can say we are healthy. So now how to be healthy across these levels is what you can pay a little attention to. See, when you address this mind, a lot of intellect and memory, they all get bunched together and that all gets addressed. So let's talk about mind. We'll talk about breath and the mind. How to look at improving the quality of our breath and the mind, and thereby being in harmony across 7 levels. Good. This is for health. Okay. We all said we want health. So this is to talk about that. So where is our mind? We spoke about mind being here and there, and we want it to be here in the present. How to bring the mind to the present? Does it listen to us? When you tell your mind, hey, don't get, so stuck about something that may happen next year, next week. Be here in the now. Will it listen to us? Does the mind listen to anybody? Anybody's mind listens? Then I would like to meet you, because that's really something. Mind is like a little child, okay? It doesn't listen to what instructions that are given. If you tell the child, don't put your hand in the plug point, the child will do just that, right? The mind is just the same. You tell your mind, don't think about so-and-so person. The mind will only think about that person. How many of you have observed this? You tell the mind, don't think of this person who is so irritating, you want to forget this person, and this mind will do only that. Replay this vision over and over again. So this mind needs to be looked at differently. Why? Because the state of your mind determines the quality of your life. Have you wondered about this? This sentence is also very profound. The state of your mind determines the quality of your life. Now let me explain this a little more. Now let's take a situation where your mind is pleasant, you've had a good day, good night's rest, and you're ready in the morning and you have these tasks to do, and your mind is all very good, you're all very enthusiastic. So if things go not so well, and maybe somebody calls, the driver calls and says, I'm not coming today, and somebody else says this is not there in the house, and this has to be bought, and this TV is conked, and something like that, you feel, okay, ठीक है, I'll manage this I'll get done, okay, that'll get done. Do you feel that way? The days your mind is rested and you are pleasant, you're ready to take on whatever happens and comes your way. But let's take another day where you are not feeling good. You had a rough day, you're experimenting, your theory is not really matching with what you're observing, and you need to redo the whole thing, and you feel you're regressing 2 years into your research, and you've not had a great day. You're just not feeling great. So when your mind is like that, and so even your most favorite music is played in the background, are you able to appreciate it? Even that most favorite music is like noise. You just say, switch it off. I don't want to listen. Do you feel this way? Have you observed this? Yes, the nature of your mind, the quality of your mind determines the quality of your life. So if you can look at, improving the state of your mind, you can therefore impact the quality of your life. Are you getting this? This is so fundamental. Neither in school nor in college, nowhere are we taught about this mind. Isn't it? We learn a lot of skills. See, as professors, all of us need to upgrade, keep in touch. We need a basic minimum qualification. We need to constantly, improve, adapt to change and everything. We constantly do that. But we have never looked at our own mind, how to improve the state of our own mind. Teachers, our school teachers, our parents, and everybody, they tell us, manage your emotions. Don't lose your cool. Don't get angry. Don't feel jealousy. Don't feel greed. When negative emotions come, don't let them happen. They tell us all that, but nobody tells us how. Now, when anger comes, what to do? When you feel jealous of somebody around you, what to do? That nobody equips us with. Right? So, this mind, like I said, directly giving it any command, it doesn't listen. But indirectly through the breath, you can work on your mind. I'll tell you how. See, every emotion, there is a corresponding rhythm in our breath. Have you noticed this? So when you're very happy, have you observed your breath? The rhythm in your breath? It's very light. Right? It's very light. Yeah. The days you're angry, let's say you're sad one day, you're very sad. So how is your rhythm of the breath? Have you observed? It's very heavy. Have you observed this? Anybody? No? Okay, let's take another example. The days you are angry. Have you observed your breath? This I'm sure many of us have observed. When you're angry, how is your breath? Very fast, isn't it? Very fast, rapid. Yeah. So every emotion, there is a corresponding rhythm in your breath. So if we breathe in particular manner, you can indirectly have a bearing on the emotions. Usually it is like a one-way street. Emotions go this way and your breath follows. But if you work on your breath, as in do some breath work, doing some pranayama or something like that, you can impact your emotions. Because you see, they're so closely linked. Are you getting this? So that is what I experienced. And I didn't believe this. See, as a scientist, all of us, we believe only if it works for us. And only we have data, only when we have proof, only when we do duplicate and triplicate, only with significant data, right? Statistically significant. So I was like that. I was like, really? How can breath really do all this? I was very skeptical. But I did this program with, an open mind, and because my husband was going for it, I just chanced into it and tagged along. And so I did one breath work, and I found that just that practice every day, I started to design my experiments better. This was amazing, because what happens when you do some breath work is there is clarity in thought. We all, like I said, we all are equally probably qualified. All of us are very good in our work in terms of, our biodata. Looks very good and impressive. But what differentiates and distinguishes you? How will you be that differentiator? It is how you can handle yourself in crunch situations, isn't it? How you are able to think a little out of the box. How you can improve your creativity. How you can innovate. Today, innovation is the key. If you can innovate and be creative, that sets you apart. And that allows you to excel. And this I realized when I started doing this breath work, that my experiments started to go, something very simple, but it had not occurred to me before. I was amazed with my own work, because I was doing molecular work, so I was cloning and I had to transform into rice. So I was designing various transformation is the most key component there, where efficiencies are very poor for the gene to integrate. So efficiency is poor is something everybody knew, and we were seeing how we can improve and improve, but we were doing this similar strategies. But when I started doing this, I suddenly occurred to me that I can do something totally different. And believe me, it was far more easier. The success rate was better, efficiency was better. So what is happening is our mind, which is constantly filled with chatter. Do you all feel the chatter in the mind?
Always.
This chatter that is there doesn't allow us to think very clearly. It's like if I were to take the example of your specialization, the road transport. Now, I live in Chennai and the airport is 20 kilometers from my home. So if I were to travel to the airport, peak hour, 6 p.m., 7 p.m., you know, it's clogged and blocked, and I need to plan and have some 1 hour of travel time. So I have to, you know, maneuver, I have to think which road and which will have fewer red lights and signals, and how can I go, which will be freer. But early morning, 5 a.m., if I need to get to the airport, same place from my house to the airport, I would just zip, right? Even in the main arterial road, I would just be able to zip through. This is what happens when you do little bit of breath work. When you do breath work, your mind becomes clear and you're able to really think very easily. There is clarity. And when there is clarity of thought, innovation and creativity is but natural, isn't it? That is just the byproduct. You will naturally be creative. You will be intuitive. So these were things that I noticed in my life, and that is how I started to explore it a little more. So I started doing little more of things, and I started meditating. And when I started meditating, I found that my mind relaxed a lot more. And when my mind relaxed a lot more, I realized that I was even better at my work. I could finish work in faster periods. Like what took me 2 days, I would take just a day. So it's just that you become more productive. You become productive and innovative. So breath work and meditation is for people who are very busy, like each of us. It's not meant for people, not that it's not meant, it's not only for people who have nothing to do. Very often we think, oh, breath work, meditation, when I retire, I will do, I know it is good, but I'll do when I'm 60 and above. Yeah, many people think like that, but actually my experience has been the opposite. And so many of my other friends have shared the same. The more active you are, the busier you are in your life, so many things to do, work-life balance and everything, now work from home. To do everything, you need to attend to your mind a little. And when you attend to your mind, you're able to accomplish the other things better. See, we all need energy. You can't buy energy anywhere, right? You can buy every other gadget. You can't buy energy. Where do you get your energy from? Have you wondered? Where do you get your energy from? See, energy, within us, we are an energy field. We need to tap into it. And how to tap into your own energy field? It is through breath work and meditation. And therefore, you feel energized, mentally clear. So, for me, my day, I would start in the morning, pack up, do all the household work and get to work, come back, and evenings at 6 p.m. people will look at me and ask if I went to work at all. You know, because you're so energetic, you have so much more to do. See, we all have a lot of things to accomplish in a day, isn't it? But by the time it is 6 p.m. and 7 p.m., we say, hey, not today, I'll do this tomorrow. And we tend to carry forward a lot of our tasks. And that is another cause for stress. Because when you carry forward tasks, tasks. What you wanted to do today, then you carry forward tomorrow. So tomorrow's tasks get carried forward to the day after, and so on and so forth. So by the time it is the end of maybe the year or half year or quarter, and your appraisal time, or your boss asks you, okay, what have you been doing in these past 6 months? You're like, oh my God, and then you're like, oh, wow. And then you say, oh, I'm stressed and I'm working so hard, but still, I'm stressed. Do you get this? We get into that loop. So to be able to accomplish what you need to do each day, you need to be energetic through the day. And this has helped me. For me, both breathwork and meditation has helped a lot. So I thought I can share that a bit with you if you would like to experience it. So I was requesting Dr. Chandrasekhar if we can do it a little interactive and experiential. And he said, I'm sure you would all love it. So is that okay with everyone? Can we do some breath work?
Yes.
Great.
Yes,
So
yes.
if you can all see me, I'll just go a little back, maybe. Yeah. Can you all see me? We'll do some very nice, simple, but effective pranayama, very quick energizer. Yeah. So those of us who have who are hypertensive and have very high levels, or women who are in the family way, you can avoid this, but everybody else can do this. I'll just demonstrate this and then we'll all do it together. So I just keep a loose fist by the side of the shoulders, and my elbows are touching my body, my ribs. So I'm not like this.
Can we sit in the chair and follow?
Sorry?
We are all sitting in the chair. Can we do with that? No problem.
Oh, sitting in chair is okay, ma'am.
You can be in the chair, but we just need to be with our back erect. So we don't lean back and we are not like this. We just keep our spine erect. That's it. I'll tell you about all that. For now, just watch me and then we'll do it together. So you can see me, my elbows are touching my ribs. So it's not like this, it's just close to the body. And as I breathe in, I take my arms up and show you how it goes when it goes up. So it just opens all the way up. And as I breathe out, I just make a moderate sound from the tip of the nose. So it's like blowing my nose when I have a block. So what I'm doing here is, as I inhale, I take my arms up. As I exhale, as I'm breathing out, I forcefully bring my arms down. And as my elbows touch my ribs, I exhale with a little force at the tip of the nose. Can we all do this? So when we go up, we open the fist. Some of you are right. So let's do it together then. We'll do this with our eyes closed. And just be sure your spine is erect.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, actually, I'm 8 months carrying. Shall I do the?
I don't know. People who are pregnant can avoid this because you're rapidly energizing the body and with force. So there is no need to, take any of that right now. You can do this after you finish and have your baby. You can do this later.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
For you, we can do another pranayama which I will run through after this.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
So let's do this together. Spine erect, body relaxed, your face is relaxed. Ribs and our elbows are in touch with each other. Yeah. Take a breath in and let go. For Bastrika, breathe in, out, in, out. Eyes closed, in, out. In, out, 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 out. Relax your arms. You can rest your palms on your knees. Open to the sky. Observe your breath. You may feel a little warmth in the body, the chest region.
Yeah.
Just be with it, be with the sensations. Nice. We'll do one more round. Position, loose twist. Spine is erect. Eyes are closed. Gentle breath in. And as we breathe out, consciously relax the whole body, your shoulders, your face. For Bhastrika, in, out, 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 out, in, out, in, out, in, out, relax. Palms resting on your lap, open to the sky. You may feel the flow of energy in your body. Just be with the sensations. Nice. We'll do one last round. Take position. Gentle breath in and let go. For Bhastrika, in, out, 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 relax. Relax your arms, palms resting on your knees.
Oh, thanks.
Be with your breath and the sensations in the body. And slowly let's open our eyes. So how do you all feel?
Within few times, the whole body seems to react more than what I expected, ma'am. I was thinking, in fact, it was more kind of like tiring than other exercises. It seems very simple what you are doing with energy. Maybe this is the first time I am doing, so I felt like half the way it was like sweating and but internally, as you said, I forgot all other things for a
Correct.
while. It really, I want from feedback from participants.
Yes.
Professors, what did you feel? Ma'am was asking. You can unmute and talk. Dvaita ma'am, yes.
I felt energy, like all the energy is flowing inside the body.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
Yes.
So, anybody else? Anybody who was sleepy before the session began? Are you
Believe me,
sleepy now?
no. We are all excited from.
No, this actually, the reason why I'm asking is the days we are a little sleepy or we're tired. If you do this, you'll see that you are, just awake. You don't need a mug of coffee, yeah, to wake up. This wakes you up. It's a very instant energizer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Great. So anything else? Anybody felt anything else? And like Dr. Chandrasekhar said, your mind was also here. Yeah. Good. See, you just did very little breath work and see how much it has impacted you already. Do you get this? This is what I experienced and I was like blown away with it. And I didn't believe it would do this much. And that's how I continued to practice this every day. Yeah. So for those of us who couldn't do Bastrika because of various other reasons, there's another pranayama that we can do, which also is very, very effective. See, I don't know how many of you have learned little biology in your school, high school. There is something called the sympathetic system and the parasympathetic system. So we learn on pranayama, which activates the parasympathetic, which is not very easy to do in normal course of time. So I demonstrate this. This is called alternate nostril breathing or anulom vinalom, which some of you know it as. It's also called Nadi Shodhan in Sanskrit. So this is done this way with my thumb and index finger gently touching, the other three fingers straight. This is Chin Mudra. So my left hand is in Chin Mudra, resting on my knee. My right thumb is on the right nostril. My ring finger is on the left nostril. All right. And now my middle and index finger is resting in between the eyebrows, eyebrow center. Yeah. I just gently place it. So this is the start position. My spine is erect. My eyes are closed. So I breathe in through both nostrils. And as I breathe out, I close my right nostril and breathe out through the left. And I breathe in through the left. I close the left and breathe out through the right. I breathe in through the right. I breathe out through the left. This is one round. And I continue. I breathe in through the left. I breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right. And breathe out through the left. Yeah. So let's continue. Spine is erect. Eyes are closed. Left hand resting in Chin Mudra on your lap, on your knees. Start with breathing in through both nostrils. And breathe out through the left nostril. Breathe in through the left. Breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right. And breathe out through the left. Let's continue. Breathe in through the left. Long, gentle breaths. Breathe out through the right. Very light breaths. Breathe in through the right. Breathe out through the left. If I keep a feather, it shouldn't fly. If I keep it under the nostrils. Breathe in through the left. Breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right. Breathe out through the left. Continue. 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 And as we exhale through the left nostril, we may relax our arms. Continue to keep your eyes closed. And we'll do a nice short meditation. I'll just give you guidance. This will be a guided meditation. Simply follow the instructions in a very light manner. Yes. So eyes closed. Take a gentle breath in and breathe out. Take another breath in and let go. Now let's take our attention to all the sounds around us. The sound of the fan or the air conditioner. Sound of activities in our homes. Or the labs. Sound of activity, maybe there is sound of the traffic in the road. Become aware of all the sounds around you and accept each one of them. We are in harmony with our environment. Let's take a breath in and let go. Let's become aware of our physical body. Our body is a gift given to us by nature. Let's honor and respect our body. Mentally, let's take our attention to different parts of the body. We'll start with the right foot, the right knee, the thigh, and the hip. The whole of the right leg. Let's become aware of the left foot, the left knee, the thigh, and the hip. The whole of the left leg. Now let's take our attention to the abdomen region, the intestines, the stomach region, the chest region, our right arm, the left arm, shoulders, the neck, the face, and the head. Become aware of the whole body. the whole body. Take a breath in and breathe out. Let's become aware of our thoughts, whether good thoughts or bad thoughts. Let them come. Do not resist any thought. Let's take a breath in and let go. Let's become aware of our feelings, whether pleasant or unpleasant. Let them be. Do not resist any feeling. You are peace. You are joy. Slowly become aware of your feelings, if there are any. Let's become aware of our thoughts, if any. Take a breath in and breathe out. Let's take another breath in, and as we breathe out, become aware of your body, the surroundings, the room we are in currently. Take your time, very, very gently and gradually. Whenever you feel complete, you may open your eyes.
Gratefully.
So how was this meditation?
Profs, first you respond, then I will respond.
Yes, let's hear from everyone.
Rameshwar, how did you feel? Sir?
I'm feeling very well, ma'am, and it's now it's a clear mind. There is no hazardous thoughts which are just gone. I think so. It's a very good session. Very good. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Welcome, welcome.
Sai Krishna, sir, how did you feel? I can see freshness directly in your face.
Yes, sir. It's before the class, just I was sleepy, but after doing this meditation, now it's
Yes,
active, sir.
exactly. Exactly.
Very
I was thinking the same. I mean, like, I thought if we calm down, maybe we will fall into sleep or something. Actually, I'm more awake than in the morning. Please, other profs, madam, Dvaita madam, Gayatri madam, did anyone try? And this is the moment you can share. What did you feel?
Yes, sir.
I can see. Please share. Yeah.
Yes, sir. I tried, but I switched off my camera, but I tried it. It was
Yes,
really,
that's right.
it felt very energetic. My mind is full of, it's morning I was having certain here and there, but now I feel I am very enthused now, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for this.
Amazing, ma'am. Amazing, ma'am. Amazing. Any other professor? One more professor? Could you please? We don't want to.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, please.
Ma'am, yes, sir, I'm Sandhya, sir.
Sandhya, yes, Sandhya, ma'am. Please convey your feelings.
Ma'am, usually whenever I'm get tired, I try this breathing exercise. After doing this exercise, I felt a very peace and relaxed mind. So usually in a very long time, whenever I'm feeling bad or something situation, just 1 minute I'm doing this. So I'm very felt very happy to have him. And I also very long time I'm doing this today. Usually I'm with just for 1 minute or 2 minute. After that, we goes on with another routine work. But it's a chance for doing a long time, around 10 to 15 minutes breathing exercise. It's very nice feeling. Thank you.
Good, good.
Hello.
Yeah.
And
Yes. Shalini ma'am and sir, please convey, sir. Yeah.
Madam, I'm Raghavendra. I don't know whether it is a development or whether it is something else. But when I do this, I feel that somewhere my legs start shaking, somewhere my hand starts shaking, and I feel like I'm just going backwards, like my body is leaning down, and I get not only one or two thoughts, I get many thoughts, and I skip one by one those thoughts, and all the pending work come to my mind now.
But how do you feel now?
Now it's bit okay, but this is what I feel when I do this meditation. So is it because I'm a starter?
No, it's just that meditation, it's just that we need to understand few things. Like I said at the start, we don't put effort, we don't sit saying, okay, thoughts don't come, I'm going to meditate, I'm going to have no thoughts. So we don't do any of those affirmations, negations, we don't put any such hard rules onto our mind. We just simply take it as it comes. So when we do not resist anything, they settle down. See, when you resist, it persists.
Yes.
When you resist thoughts, when you resist something, then it continues to bomb. So not resisting them and instead allowing them to come, you will see that it starts to slow down and comes to a stop. So meditation helps. This is a very easy way to meditate. See, there are many schools of meditation. So
please. There is sorry ma'am, one more part. Is it Shalini ma'am or somebody wants to convey to you something?
Yes, sir. Actually, I wish to share. When I started the session, in my background, even if I was sitting there, all the to-do list was going as a background app. It was open there, and now I feel like okay, cool. That's it.
Yeah.
So after this, yes. So that's my feeling. Yeah.
So this 10-minute, 15-minute of some time, if we devote to ourselves every day, you will see how the rest of the day is far more productive, and you are able to achieve a lot.
Actually, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, when you first time told that to think about your thoughts, there was too many thoughts, ma'am. But after finishing after completing the process, when you talk about that second time to think about thoughts, but surprisingly there was no thoughts in my mind. It's really beautiful. It's really beautiful.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, madam. Same thing to happen me also.
Okay.
Same thing to happen to me also.
Lovely. Yeah, exactly. This is what I felt too. I was like, thoughts are coming, this and that, and I was watching them. And then after that, after a while, and I asked, or when the teacher asked me to think of thoughts and feelings, I was like, now what? There's nothing. So you really sink into a very easy meditation, and you slip out of it very easily. And this is something we can do in this day-to-day life of, all our work pressure and, commitments and responsibilities that we have. So it's not like each of us have the time and luxury to go sit in the Himalayas for months together and, be in solitude and stand with tapas on one leg and, penance. See, all those gives you a lot more experience, and it's much harder to do. This is something easy that we can do while we are working, because work is something we cannot run away from, right? As we've taken this responsibility. So this I found very nice blend, something very easy to do and very effective in improving and honing our mind and skills. So that there's some inner happiness. How many of you felt that way? You started to smile without me telling you to smile. Yeah, I can see that in some of the videos that are on. Yes. This is what happens. See, happiness very often, when I ask you, when will you be happy? Typically, the answers will be some event. You will tell me when I get my approval, when I get my promotion, or when I buy my house, when I go here, something, some event in your life, or when you get married or something. You may say any of these things. But if you notice, we get these events come and go. We get married, we will find our life partner, we will get our proposal, we will get our promotion. But then if I ask you, when will you be happy at that point, you will again look at the next event that's coming up. Have you observed this nature of mind? It jumps from one to the other and hooks happiness to events. But you know what I noticed was that this breath work and meditation triggers that same thing. See, this happiness is an external environment and trigger, which we are associating events with. But when you do this breath work, something inside triggers. See, if you actually notice, happiness is from within, right? And that's getting triggered with some external event. But when you do breath work, that thing gets triggered within and you feel happy. And so it's very scientific. It's a very something that is real and scientific. It's not some mumbo jumbo, because I thought it was mumbo jumbo before I did the program. And then when I experienced it, and it is real and authentic, my experience. So then you know it's not mumbo jumbo, it's real and it is scientific. So yeah, so this is what I wanted to talk about and share with all of you. Make this as part of your daily life to see how you can innovate and be more creative in your own environment, in your own work, and excel in whatever you do. So I have little time maybe to take one or two questions, else we can wrap up. Dr. Chandrasekhar?
The moment we go into that breathing and meditation thing, right? Gradually, it actually, we can see that we get calmness. All those thoughts which were like creating fear now becomes like a reflection in mirror. Okay, it is there. That problem is there. Why should I fear about that? This problem is there. It's okay, one by one. And the moment we come out of it, within 1-2 minutes, again they get full charge and come to us. Okay, you have to do that. You have to do that. Maybe others also have this feeling. So my question is it like if we practice this slowly, like make a part of it, like one day, if a few times, we will be managing that kind of insecurity or fear or something like that? Or is it like, will it be always there, but whenever we go, we will get calmness? Will there be a sustainable or long-term effect on this, ma'am?
Yeah, absolutely. Very nice question. See, this, like you said very rightly, there will be situations all around us continuously. Stress is something that we cannot wish away in our lives. Ups and downs will be there. Some days will be bad, some days will be good. So ups and downs are part of life. But how we deal with it is with us. And as we meditate every day, you will notice that you're better equipped to handle it. See, we need to respond to situations and react to situations and act on situations, not react to situations. Okay. There is a difference between action and reaction. So when you are a meditator, you will see that you are more in action rather than reaction mode. So this reaction versus action mode is what I have seen change in me. Situations are the same, my colleagues are the same, my work environment is the same, but how I am now different. because of how I am responding to the situation.
Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Hi, ma'am. I am Ramesh, sir. I am asking you a question that every morning from 6 a.m. to 7:30, I go with some heavy exercises. It's my regular routine. But my question is, if I want to do meditation or pranayam, then I can. If I want to do, then when I can do that? I mean, before the exercise or after the exercise?
Got it. So this is a very good question. You can do pranayama meditation after your physical activity. It can be a heavy exercise routine, a workout, or a jog or a walk, or it could be a swim or a game. Best is to do it after that physical activity. You will see your meditation pranayama is far better.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Ma'am, I first of all very thankful to you for sharing the time with us and making all of us feel relaxed. Chandrasekhar sir has made us relaxed by his words in the last 4 years, but you did it with your actions and you gave relaxation to the whole body and especially to the mind. Especially to the mind. As you know, you are all aware now we are facing so many challenges physically, mentally, psychologically, and due to this COVID at home also. Everybody knows it. My question to you is, as an amateur person, whoever is not exposed to the yoga earlier, if we want to do, is there any video or you will suggest where we can see and do it? Any correct one? Because we are getting so many YouTube links and so many people are guiding us. From your side, can you share anything to all our participants? It will be very nice, madam. Thank you for arranging this session, Chandrasekhar sir. It was really refreshing and we are all rejuvenated. Thank you.
Great. Yes, madam. Please tell, ma'am.
Yeah, that's really nice. It's a very good question again, because there's so much out there that we are exposed to on the net, but something authentic and something that is very useful is good. Credible sources are always important to look for. So from my side, I can share some links with you all. There are YouTube links that you can use to meditate. So you can use them. And there are some people who also have issues with sleep. They find it hard to go to bed. I mean, they go to bed, but they stay awake. They're not able to sleep.
When you told that, I have one question, madam. Can I ask you, interrupt you again?
Of course.
At the middle age, some of people at home are our stressful people. They'll be having this sleep apnea or snoring problems like that. For them also, any yoga exercises are there, madam?
Absolutely. For sleep apnea, pranayama helps big time. And for people who have sleep issues, they are unable to go to bed and sleep. They find it takes a long time, an hour and more, and they feel very restless in that time. There is a meditation they can do, which is sleep inducing. That is Yoga Nidra. So I'll share that link as well with Professor Chandrasekhar. He can probably, as part of maybe you'll have a manual that you'll take home as a
sure.
PDF.
I'll put it in a sheet and then put the links there and pass it to them.
Yeah, great.
You can do it later also. When you find time, you please send us a couple of minutes. Thank you. Any other questions, professors? One more question we can take, I think. We had one. Yes, please.
Thank you, sir, for conducting this wonderful session. Thank you, madam. I attended 5 FDPs, which was conducted by AICT. In last five FDPs, I didn't attend this kind of session. It's a very mind refreshing and very energetic session, sir. Thank you, madam, for giving this opportunity. One question, madam. How can we restrict our thoughts while doing some work or any work? How can we restrict our thoughts?
Great. This we can't do. We can't restrict thoughts. So thoughts come. But with our daily meditation practice, once you start doing this and make this your daily habit, like we brush our teeth, doing this is like mental hygiene. That's what we say. So making meditation your everyday life, you will see that thoughts will be there, but they don't bombard you like they do earlier. So you will not be bothered by this thoughts and this chatter, or the chatter starts to come down and the agitation settles. That is what you will experience, but we can't restrict it. See, thoughts are like clouds in the sky. Even while we meditate, we may have thoughts. So that is why we say do not resist them. If you resist, they will come even faster. How many of you observed that? If you resist one thought, you'll get 10 thoughts next minute. So it's okay to have thoughts, just don't hold on to it. See, thoughts come and go. Every millionth of a second, each one of us have thoughts. They come and they go. They don't bother us. Thoughts bother us when you hold on to a thought.
Okay. Thank you, madam. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure to share what I have gained in
chat. Senthil sir is saying thank you, and they are all thanking you in the text, ma'am. If there are no more questions, I will conclude the session. Ma'am has given more time than she initially planned. Professors, ladies, gentlemen, friends, anybody having one last question, or can I proceed to conclude? Thank you, professors, for your interaction with ma'am. It was good thoughts. Ma'am, let me give a vote of thanks to you. It's an excellent presentation. Enhance our skills better than what we are today. What more you could put it in the starting, ma'am? You put a one line there, we fell for it. Participants, we are all basically from civil engineering. We all know that we apply load on something. The thing we measure is called the stress. So the stress is an everyday, like if you are in civil engineering field, stress is like our own key thing. Without the stress there, we can't even have money or even no income. That everything is dependent on studying about the stress there. And madam, we have another word called strain. The stress by strain ratio is the main thing in civil engineering. So you could find it interesting. Two big things, strain and stress. That's our way of life every day. So when you say that resistance, that's exactly what we are measuring. How the column can resist, how much the beam can resist. So I can relate to it what you are saying. It's wonderful, and that's one thing I want to say from the civil engineer's point of view. And again, you nailed something about the traffic congestion. I never compared traffic congestion with mind congestion. You know your audience, madam. You know your audience. The stress level we have already for the check-in and other thing. Put upon the traffic congestion there, somebody coming and so they are stopping. So this kind of thing adds, and I can relate that in mind. That's exactly what's going on in mind. You opened a new, you gave me a lot to think about to compare these two. And ironically, we say about intelligent transport system, you are bringing a different intelligence for that traffic. I can't be more happy how you put the things into the perspective there, ma'am. That's great. And you gave us about the harmony in the 7 levels. 7 levels learning is one thing. The word harmony struck me because I also like music and other kind of thing. The harmony is something like we love naturally. If it comes harmonized, we love it. If it is not harmonized, it's nice. Exactly. So that one I have to thank you a lot. And the chatter in mind and energy, you mentioned tap into it. I always look for those keywords, man, because our participants may, when they listen continuously, they may miss one or two. So I write it down here. So energy, tap into it. We all know about it. We all talk about it. How to tap it. I learned one thing, very great thing today from you. My ego was preventing me from many meetings when they say breathing, yeah, it will do. But being from scientific community and achieving in that scientific community a lot and dedicating our life to teach about that to people like us, irrespective of religion or caste or anything, this is breathing. It has nothing to attach, nothing attached to any strings there. So when you say that and the reverse can happen, that made me think a lot. We are stressed, and we can see the symptoms of our breath. That's it, I was thinking. But you can play with the breath and change the symptoms back. I will definitely work on that, madam, because from an authentic person, from a technologist, from a scientist, if these words are coming, we validate and trust more. Okay, there is no agenda there. They are really serving. Initially, our ego will stop. No. How can? No, there is no way. No. But that 10 minutes, 9 minutes, ego was playing. 1 minute. 1 minute, the ego settled down. Okay, why not we try this? With that attitude, I started loving the fan sound here, madam. So, that I couldn't believe actually that we can actually take it easy, all those noises in our mind as well as in physical. So thanks very much on that, ma'am. Finally, you mentioned about situations are the same. They will be the same. We can't do anything about it because it's out of our control. You mentioned about the action and reaction. We are always reacting. That's the nature of it. Anything first react. But now you've given us some tools to put inside and see from inside how to approach these things instead of just falling for it or worrying about it. Thank you so much, ma'am. I am sure our participants, you know what, ma'am, starting you said you will be fearing about assessment. I promise you they already forgot about the assessment. I am very sure I have to remind them. Now I am the stress giver. Now, of course, they are not stressed. They are all very cool. Madam, thank you so much. I will get back to you.
It's
our pleasure. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.
Take care,
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, madam. Wish you all the best. Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.